Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video, we are going to be breaking into the two newest released cop cars in Grand Theft Auto Online, and oh boy, are they expensive. Making our way over to Warstock, we can see both of these vehicles. The Dominator FX Interceptor for $4.95 million, and we also have the Impaler LX Cruiser for $4.8 million. Now, if you do the trade price jobs, which is dispatch work, it's actually quite easy to get the trade price. For the LX Cruiser, you need to complete civil disturbance, and for the Dominator FX Interceptor, you need to complete malicious mischief. So, pretty easy. You just need to mess around with dispatch work, and you should unlock the trade prices as you go, which is really, really nice. I'm not going to be purchasing the trade price vehicles just because of the fact I don't really care. I got plenty of money and it gives me something to grind for, but I would highly recommend for those of you that do want to save a little bit of money here or there that you do purchase these vehicles with the trade prices. So let's buy them right now and let's take a look at what they have going for them. Something else I want to mention is that the Dominator FX will not be released until the Canis Castigator has also been released. And what that means is that we are actually going to be waiting quite a while for the base variant of the Dominator FX Interceptor to be released. My guess to why Rockstar's doing this is they want you to spend $5 million on this vehicle and then purchase the base variant after, where if you already have the base variant, you might not want to purchase the other variant. So here we go, $5 million down the drain. I need to go send both of these over to my Arena Workshop B1. A quick thank you to my sponsor, U4GM. If you guys are looking for discounted shark cards and millions of dollars, make sure to check the link in the pinned comments down below. Well, there you have it, $10 million down the drain, just like that. We are obviously going to be upgrading and customizing both of these vehicles so you can see what they have going for them, and then we're going to mess around with them in terms of lap time. What's really nice about the Arena is that you can upgrade all these vehicles without having to bring them anywhere special. So we can put bolt-on arches or just the basic ones. Yeah, why not? Bolt-on arches will look pretty cool. Obviously, we're going to do max armor, upgrade the brakes. We got some bumper options, so we can do a race package, or we can just kind of have your standard. I like the race package. I like the way that sticks out. Looks pretty sick. Personally, I'm not that big of a fan of the wheelie bar, so we can kind of... It's hard to almost tell what's going on with the bumpers here, but I don't really care too much about a tuner bumper, but I kind of like the way it overhangs, so I guess we are going to go for that. We're going to upgrade the engine. We got some exhaust options. We can do side exit exhaust. We can do titanium hot ring exhaust, which is pretty cool, or we can kind of do the out of the back. I'm going to go with twin chrome tip exhaust, and the reason why is because it lines up with the cutouts on the back of the vehicle. I just like how that looks. So we got the stock grille, or we can do a letterbox grille, a painted badged grille. I actually kind of like the badged grille. The graded grille is pretty cool as well. I don't really know which grille I'm going to go for, but I'm thinking the painted badged grille. That's pretty nice, where you've got some hood options. As we can see, we can do just a normal kind of pop-up hood. Not too much in terms of hood, you know. I was really hoping we could get the engine sticking out of this vehicle, as it is a muscle car after all, but I guess we'll just go with the race fence. I think that looks pretty sweet as it is. So we got livery options, and this is where people always love the designs, but in general there's not actually much for this car. I gotta be honest, I'm a little disappointed. But what am I gonna go with? Well, I'm thinking, I don't know, I've messed around with quite a bit. I kind of like the sheriff design still, but I also kind of like the base LSPD one. Looks pretty sick. You know what? I'm just going to stick with the Los Santos Police Department, and I think that's kind of cool because I don't see many people sticking with the original design. So we can have kind of like race mirrors, and actually I really like that design. So we're going to put import chrome mirrors. Obviously we have police equipment. Ooh, that is a really goofy light bar. That is the weirdest light bar I've ever seen. What the heck? I mean, this is probably the best option if you ask me, Custom 2 or Custom 3. But what the heck is that? You know what? Let's go for it. It looks weird, and why not? We got some searchlights. We can do raised dual searchlights, or we can just do the kind of half ones. We're going to do searchlights. We can respray the vehicle, obviously. A vehicle color that I haven't done yet is blue. So I'm thinking we are going to do a blue police car today. I'm thinking, well, actually, I have done a blue police car, but nothing in terms of bright blue. So I'm going to mess around with the colors and see what we can do. So I've decided to do a blue with a black. And I think this looks pretty sweet. Honestly, I like the design the vehicle is going for it. We're going to do a roll cage because why not? We can put some skirts on the vehicle. Again, it's kind of hard to see what the actual skirt designs do, but there's not too much changing here. I actually really like the way this intake skirt looks, though. Pretty cool. We got some spoiler options. We can do a painted drag spoiler. We can do a touring spoiler. Ooh, I like the bridge spoiler. I'm going to put that on if I don't see anything else. Yeah, I'm going to go with the bridge spoiler. I just like how it's kind of nonchalant. Looks pretty sweet. We're going to do the vapid sun strip. Why not? We're going to lower the suspension. We're going to upgrade the transmission, turbo, and we obviously have wheel type. We are going to be going with off-road, as always. This is a police car, so I kind of like to have that off-road style. There you go, bulletproof tires, and finish it off with limo tinted windows. So just like that, we have finished our customization on the FX Interceptor. I actually really like the way this car turned out. I think this looks absolutely sick. And yeah, that's honestly very, very clean. This is probably going to be very similar to the base FX as well that you can buy, just without the police liveries. But I actually really like the design of this vehicle. I think it looks really, really nice. So now we're going to move over to the other version, which is the LX Cruiser, and we're going to see what this vehicle has going for it. This is also another really nice, classy police car, obviously an older design, but that doesn't mean it's bad at all. I know that this one does have a bit of a bull bar, which I'm quite excited for, so we are going to go with the classic bumper. I really like classic bumpers. Can we do a chrome? Oh, we can. Yeah, I'm going with the chrome classic bumper. And I personally don't really like the tire on the back, but we will go with a chrome classic bumper on the back as well. I think that looks the best. Okay, upgrade the engine. We've got some exhaust. We can do side exit exhaust, or we can do dual rear. I think we're going to go with side exit. I like myself a side exit. We'll just do the large dual side exit. We can do some rear antennas. Honestly, I don't like that. I really don't. So we can change the grill. So we got like this kind of classic stock grill. And then we can do... Ooh, that one's pretty cool. I actually really like that one. Can we do a chrome version? Ooh, I'm doing the chrome horizontal grill. I think that looks sick. Alright, so this one we actually can do a big ol' intake, which looks very, very nice. Or we can kind of just stick with your base design. But we're going for the big ol' triple intake bug catcher. You gotta. I want to have one police car that stands out compared to the rest. I really like that highway patrol, the way it sticks out on the front. State Trooper looks pretty cool as well. We got kind of the classic livery. See, this one has a lot more design options, and I like that. I think that's a lot better. I'm going to go with a Los Santos County design, and for this car, we're going to be doing something new and unique. So let's just go with a secondary vintage mirror, and when we mess around with the colors, I'm going to do like a desert tan is what I'm going to do. So we obviously got the dual searchlights. And then for the light bars, we got kind of goofy ones. We could do just the single one, or we could make it look like an OG, you know, kind of cop car. Honestly, I kind of like the Custom Emergency 6. That one's my favorite. Now, we can do a bull bar, as we can see. I'm going to do the bull bar with the lights on it. I really like that. Yeah, we're going to be going with that bull bar. We can respray the vehicle as well. And this is where we're going to be messing around with kind of a desert tan. So something like that, but that's yellow. I need to find wherever the tan section is, because I want this to look like a State Trooper vehicle almost. So could do kind of sandy brown. I actually think that matches the description. We're either doing sandy brown or bleached brown, and I think both of these are quite close. I'm going to go with sandy brown. And then for the secondary color, we are going to go with a matte white. And I think that really looks like a State Trooper car. I don't know if you guys agree in the comments, but that's what I've gone with. So we're not going to do the trim. We can obviously do a spoiler option. I really like that ducktail option. Oh, well, I guess we only get a ducktail option. Okay, well, it's either we get... Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. I really like that. The primary bolted lip spoiler. Lower the suspension, transmission, turbo. We got wheels. Obviously, we're going to go with the off-road wheels. I'm going to be honest, I actually think the customization for the Dominator is quite a bit better than this vehicle. I do really like the look of this vehicle, though. Let's actually take a look at both of these cars here and see what we got working. I think both of these are really, really nice. I'm going to go bring them outside so we can get a better look at them in the sunlight and see what actual customization we've chosen here. And here we have them lined up, and they definitely look better in the sunlight. There's no denying that. I actually really like the way this looks here. I just think the way we kind of picked that tan with the State Trooper design, I think that looks really sick. And I honestly also really like the blue on our Mustang. It kind of reminds me of what a Mustang of the era would look like, just if you were to slap on some police designs. This here is my Gauntlet Interceptor, which is quite widely accepted as the best police car in the game. I mean, look at it. It looks freaking epic. However, I'm interested to see how the Dominator FX Interceptor compares on its overall top speed and performance, because this might actually be a pretty decent vehicle. So we're going to start off by getting the top speed of this vehicle, and then we're going to get its lap time, and then we'll make our way over to the LX, and we'll see how that vehicle does as well. But I'm mostly expecting the FX to be really the only competitor of the two. Alright, we're lined up to get this vehicle's top speed. Let's see what it can do. Now, this is a rear-wheel drive muscle car, and we can see that here, as it did take a little bit of tire spin before we were able to actually get some grip. And I have to say, it's actually pretty quick. 116, 17, wow, this is actually quite a bit faster than I expected it to be. I was thinking it wasn't going to go past 120, but here we are at 123 miles per hour, and it seems that we have reached our top speed. That's quite quick, though. 123 puts this very, very close to the Gauntlet Interceptor, and that means it might be down to handling. And, well, I don't know how the handling's going to be, but I guess we're going to find out. Let's go head over to the handling course. All right, I am lined up and ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Full speed ahead. Being rear-wheel drive is definitely going to suck on some of these corners here. As I said, it's kind of interesting that a lot of the muscle cars are in the muscle category. Or, sorry, not muscle cars. A lot of the cop cars are in the muscle category. It's just rather interesting to me that that's really the spot we're seeing. I'm waiting for a super cop car, and at some point I'm quite confident it will happen, and I'm just waiting for Rockstar to bring it into the game because I think that'll be absolutely epic. But let's pay attention to driving here. Ooh, almost a bit of a problem there. We had a slight fender bender, but nothing that's going to affect our actual lap time. Alright, so far we're doing a pretty good job. I can definitely tell you for a fact that the handling is a bit squirrely on this vehicle, but it's not bad. I mean, this is very, very manageable. It's just the fact that it's quite a small rear-wheel drive vehicle, which means it's a little awkward to drive. But I'm having no complaints whatsoever. I actually might have to say this could be better than the Dominator in terms of handling, just because of it's very, very grippy. Surprisingly more than I thought it was going to be. That light bar looks so goofy though, doesn't it? It's such a weird light bar. I might go back and change the light bar because it really does look kind of goofy. But yeah, handling there, we were able to keep over 100 miles per hour, even rolling around that corner. Look at that. I mean, even there, very, very good overall. Okay, I am really surprised on how this vehicle is doing. Here we go. Nice cornering there. Let's roll around this corner. Beautiful. Okay, over here. Yeah, this is really what I was hoping it would be. A fantastic handling police car. And it's really one of the first ones we have in kind of the amazing handling category. Yeah, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. I have a feeling we are going to set quite a dangerous lap time. I don't remember what I got in the Dominator or the Gauntlet, so I'm going to have to go take a look after we finish our lap here, and I'll see what we got. But this is really, really impressive to be real. 125, 126, because this is a slight downhill gradient. That's pretty good. And not only that, but I just think this vehicle looks really good as well. Okay, let's roll around this corner here. And let's slow down a teeny bit, but nothing that's going to lose us speed. And just like that, we are done. Wow, that is actually really impressive. This vehicle is able to set a lap time of 2 minutes and 26 seconds on the dot, which is actually faster than the average sports car, and I should mention about 6 seconds faster than the lap time I got with the Gauntlet Interceptor. What that means is that this is indeed a faster lap time vehicle than the Gauntlet Interceptor. Now, that's pretty impressive. To be fair, I did do my lap with the Gauntlet when there was traffic on. But even if you say, oh, I lost a couple seconds swerving out of cars' ways, it's still very, very competitive in terms of lap time, and that's really what I wanted to see, as that's good. It's really nice that Rockstar added another police car that's actually quite fun to drive and mess around with. Now we have the Impaler LX Cruiser, and we're going to see how this vehicle does. Maybe it'll surprise me, maybe it won't. I'm hoping it surprises me, but I cannot expect this vehicle to have anything incredible in terms of top speed. Well, it's faster than I thought, actually. We're going 115. However, it doesn't look like we're going to be reaching anything near as fast as the FX. 116 and, 117. I would guess 117 to 18 is our top speed. Yeah, 117 miles per hour is as fast as this vehicle is going to get. So let's make our way once again over to the lap time. See how it does. To be honest though, 117 miles per hour is still pretty good for kind of a vintage muscle car, so I don't have too many complaints about this vehicle, and if its handling's good, I'm gonna be happy. But for the price tag, yeah, it's definitely quite a big ask, and I would only recommend for people that are really big cop car enthusiasts to be dropping their money on these vehicles. So here we go, made it around the first corner. We're going to slow down just a little bit to make it around this corner here. I can definitely tell you the cornering is worse in this car. It's heavier, it's bigger, and it's a little bit slower. But it's not awful. Like, I'm not struggling to make around these corners. Now, that's possible because this vehicle is a bit slower as well, but it's not doing bad at all. So we're going to roll around over here, and we're going to go uphill here. Pretty good stuff so far. Around this corner, nice, but you can definitely see we are slowing down quite a bit more when making it around these corners, and we're not going nearly as fast uphill. But, you know what, 90 miles per hour is still pretty respectable, so I don't know. I'm thinking around 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That's going to be my guess. I'm not 100% sure how close that'll be. It might be a bit slower, maybe around the 240 mark. It's really hard to tell with vehicles like this that aren't the fastest, but also aren't the slowest. It's kind of intermediate. But yeah, we are definitely rolling around these corners quite a bit slower than we were with the FX, and that's very, very noticeable. So here we go, slow down, and whoa, almost into a tree, but thankfully I was able to catch the vehicle before anything bad happened. Roll around this corner here, roll around this corner here. Oh boy. Yeah, handling, it's just, it feels like you're driving a boat. That's the best way to describe it, you know? It's just quite a bit slower and more cumbersome in the corners. But not bad. I mean, as I said, it might be just because the vehicle's a bit slower, but I really didn't notice any major problems with the car, and actually, I thought this was quite enjoyable to drive as well. I really like the design of this vehicle as it is. You know, I think State Trooper cars look cool. That's kind of what I designed this off of, and I think that definitely matches the description. So all we have to do now is make it to the finish line and see how it does. As I said, I'm going to guess around 235. That's kind of the area I'm looking at, 235, 236. Maybe it'll surprise me, but I don't think it's going to. And done. Well then, I think I was pretty close on my guess. We had 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and I guessed around 2 minutes and 35. I did a quick test lap in the Gauntlet here, just to see how it would do with no traffic on. And it was still pretty close to around 232, and because of that, honestly, I will have to crown the new FX as the best of the police cars in the game. Now, I will say, the Dominator still looks cooler. I mean, the Dominator is absolutely epic. But I am a big fan of the Fox body style Mustang, and that is exactly what this is based off of. I have a car similar looking to this in Forza, and I'm just really glad it handles. I mean, this car handles really good, and after driving the Gauntlet, it's literally night and day on its handling. If you want a good cop car, I can tell you for a fact that this is probably the best you're going to get your hands on. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and as always, if you enjoyed today's video and you'd like to see more like it, I'll see you all in the next one. You know what to do. Bye-bye.